Thank you, Mr. Abdillah, for giving me the opportunity to continue presenting this material. And my part is to explain the negative effect of social media in business. So, what is negative effect of social media in business? If you run a business, social media marketing is an incredibly important tool in today's time. However, there are certain downsides of social media management and marketing that you need to be aware of if you do not want your company to collapse. There are certain negative impact that social media has on business and employees. Being aware of these negative impacts is the very first step in coming up with effective ways to overcome them and making better use of this powerful tool. Okay, I will explain to you each of the negative effect of social media in business. Let's go to the next slide. First, in business, social media isn't totally hazard-free in light of the fact that a significant number of the fans and supporters are allowed to post their feeling on a specific association. The negative remark can lead the association to disappointment. This is the example of this negative effect. It means that you have no control over what others do. When you are on social media, you have zero control over what your followers do. Multiple users interact with each post, and they are free to spread the message among their friends. While this can work in your favor, it can also backfire when the posts give a negative impression about you. Interactions like retweets, comments, likes, and shares can popularize a post within a few minutes. Your follower will be able to view the content as will other potential customers who have been interacting with you. After a while, you begin to feel helpless because you cannot control what is being said about you. Trying to convey your side of the story does not always garner a positive response. Once a thread or conversation starts, you are going to be battling it or handling it forever. Avoid unloading on the customer comment with a binge of profanity, name calling, and insult. The second negative effect is negative customer reviews are harmful. It means negative customer reviews can cause damage. Social media gives your customers a voice and allows them to interact with and about you. While that is excellent when your customers are happy, it can pose a huge problem when unhappy customers use social media to talk about their grievances. Sometimes, customers complain about the products and services you offer directly on social media without even getting in touch with at first. The negative posts keep piling up on your social media company profile, which creates a general distaste, distaste about your followers. As the number of negative posts goes up, the number of followers on your page is bound to go down. Moreover, you simply do not have the option of deleting negative posts because that will make you appear shady and untruthful. The form of these are first, for text of terror. One slip decades ago, and suddenly the whole world knows, has an opinion about it, and a career is all but wiped out. Second, public humiliation. Perhaps management was looking for inspiring and fun stories. Instead, they got complaints, criticism, and bashing. Third, sneak attacks. With social media and plenty of bandwagon for people to hop onto, it is not crazy to start looking for a sneak attack. Progressive insurance knows how quickly this can happen, but it can attack back. Be careful. Okay, let's go to the next negative effect. Highly time consuming. What does it mean? You can try to tie it all together because social media can be a powerful tool if it's focused in the most effective direction. Used in the wrong way, it can be a huge waste of time for a well meaning marketer. Getting included with social media is extremely time consuming. As an association, you ought to appoint a man to dependably support your pages and profile with noteworthy substance. Why your business is wasting time on social media? There are four reasons. First, you are on too many social media networks. One well-maintained social network is better than five poorly maintained ones. If you're trying to juggle five social networks, things are slipping through the cracks and balls are getting dropped. I strongly advise starting with only a Facebook business page. If you find responding to comments and posting valuable content to be sustainable, add in the second most popular social network in your niche. Spreading yourself too thin is a recipe for disaster. The second, you are on the wrong social media network. Do a quick social media audit and see which social networks are garnering the most engagement with your content. Take a look at which social media networks are sending the most people back to your website, where you can then convert them into a sale or lead. Third, you are forgetting to be social. It means remember to include calls to action in your content. Ask for share or comments to increase the lifespan of your content. Shares and comments directly affect the algorithm used to determine how far your content will go. One powerful way to engage with your audience is to run a social promotion. It incentivizes active participation for your social media audience. And the last, you're tracking the wrong social media metric. Focus your time and attention on improving the following high impact metric by click clicking through rate, bounce rate, and social media share. Okay, let's go to the next slide. The next negative effect. Other negative effect is the web is crowded with more and more content. Like you can see here, For the example, and this is the survey for the social networking activities of US companies. Okay, it means that each business management has too many social media networks, as I told you before. They promote their products everywhere. Even they are trying to piggyback on someone else's misery. For the example I gave you, Gape Incorporation, they tweeted, all impacted by Sandy. Stay safe. We'll be doing lots of Gap.com shopping day. How about you? For this tweet, the public wasn't impressed because it is piggyback on someone else's misery. Okay, next. A mistake made on social media is hard to rectify. It is not easy to erase your mistakes. Social media is a place where even small business mistakes can turn costly. You have no way to censor the content and rectify your mistakes without suffering a backlash first. It means dissatisfied customers and unhappy employees are free to criticize your corporation, putting you on the spot. A mistake that you thought was redeemable can end up becoming the defining moment of your business. Customers are free to talk about the problems they face when dealing with your company on social media, and these posts go viral at times. Wow. Taking corrective action is what you need to look for. So I will give you this suggestion. Maybe you can use this as solution. This is only a view for the example. Okay, next slide for the next for the next negative effect. Many of substantial associations have succumbed to the programmers. It means business on social media needs large investment of both money and efforts, because trying to manage social media accounts is a convoluted nightmare as far as structure, management, and organization. The larger your online presence, the more problems you can have trying to keep your account straight. They succumbed to the programmers. As the company grows, you will have to hire a social media and communication manager who will take care of matters for you and create the necessary campaigns. You may you might even have to create an entire social media marketing department so that you can divide the duties. Consistent monitoring allows you to stay on top of the situation at all times. However, this also means that you have to devote a lot of resources to social media. You are allotting both capital and labor to social media, which might eventually lead to a situation when it can lead to your downfall. Okay, this is for the example. Even I found advertisement that giving the services for this problem. Okay, let's go to the next slide for the next negative effect. Sorry. The wrong online brand system can fade an organization and put at a tremendous viral social drawback. Okay, impact your business. The brand does not live in voices of PR, public relation. It lives in the voices of your customer. Listen, don't preach, engage, don't bully, and be personal. Don't be get officious. It means it will be effect by the customer and also employee, the customer. Creating a cohesive brand image can be difficult. Social media allows you to create a brand image for your company. You can communicate with a large number of people at a time through curated posts and internally created content and interaction with your followers. Social media offers you numerous platforms where you can build a strong identity for your brand. However, a poorly executed branding campaign can destroy your reputation in a matter of minutes. You will end up losing potential customers, and your company might appear inauthentic. It is difficult to recover from a branding disaster. And the second, it is these negative effects come from your employees. You rely on all your employees for your brand image. The popularity of social media is also a disadvantage. Your employees will have to uphold a social media image that befits their position in your company. All of them represent your brand at all times. And customer judge even their personal social media accounts. It becomes very difficult for you to track the social media activities of all your employees. You need to make it clear to them that company matters are strictly private. It is annoying when you have to be on your toes all the time. Okay, and this is the last negative effect. Most organizations experience issues measuring the sequences of web-based social networking promotion. It means it can be problematic to measure social media return on investment or ROI. If you are constantly active on social media, it is possible that you will garner a lot of engagement over time. However, the problem arises when you have to measure the ROI from all the social media campaigns you are running. Unless you understand what kind of profits you are enjoying, it is pointless to organize elaborate social media campaign. To be fair, it is not impossible. Organize elaborate social media campaign. Sorry, to be a fair, it's not possible to get a fair estimate of how much money social media is bringing you, but you can never get exact numbers, and that can lead to complication in calculation later on. That's all negative effect of social media on business. The conclusion of this material will be delivered by Miss Ruth. Miss Ruth, please.